Yo, 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 how's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 32 of The Life and Suffering of Sir Brante, and we're searching for evidence, and last time we made a choice to search for evidence by ourselves, and we're gonna die. Thanks to Brent.
Yep.
Thanks, Brent.
No problem.
You know what? If you want the explanation, watch the last episode. Although I don't think anybody would be watching this episode unless they watched the previous ones. So you should probably already know why we're doing this. But hey, if you're new and for some reason starting on episode 32 of Sir Brante, the reason we did it, you'll just have to go find in the previous episode.
If the final episode is episode 35, because I turned 35 in like 3 weeks, that would be
a thing.
Yeah, it would be a thing. I don't know about funny. I question that. That's a coincidence.
That's a big old coinky dink. Actually, no, it's causation. Us finishing this game is what's going to cause you to become 35.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. So you actually can't turn 35 until we finish this. So, it's on you a little bit.
So I'll be an Arcnean.
Oh, dude. I don't know what I would do if I just met up with you one day and you just had the skin color of blue, like this vibrant blue.
Do not call me Avatar. I'll kick your ass.
You know I would exclusively call you Avatar. Who else am I going to call Avatar? I'm going to call you Avatar and the Blue Man group. Even though you're just one person, I'll call you the entire Blue Man group. Okay, anyway, let's search for some evidence. You decide to gather the evidence entirely on your own. You begin investigating the crimes committed by Auton without anyone else's support. You start with the Imperial Legion. After plenty of inquiries, demands, and threats, you finally get a list of Auton's other victims. List in hand, you go to the armory of Anazot. There you meet the Legion officers who have already met a lesser death in a duel with the Arcnean, all of them nobles of the Mantle, ennobled only recently, young and full of potential to serve the good of the Empire. They are all anxious to avoid getting challenged again. For many of them, another duel would be their last. None of them are eager to provide written statements about their duels. It would be improper for a soldier to bear witness against his commander, the latter's conduct notwithstanding. They finally agree to have their testimony committed to ink and paper only after you reassure them again and again that their statements will put an end to Auton's murderous rampage. Their stories paint a clear picture, you realize. There is a method to Auton's madness. All of the officers disobeyed the commander at least once or expressed their disagreement, no matter how respectfully. So it's basically you disagree with him, no matter what, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially it. Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks. Could you imagine if we lived in this system of having 4 lives and you disagree with your manager and he's like, no, that's it, you're done, and he just stabs you?
You're not fired, you're coming back to work tomorrow.
Oh, you're coming back to work tomorrow, but you're dead for the day, so come on. More and more officers are starting to realize that Auton's loyalty lies with the Archduke Milakunis, and not his lawful superior, the Overseer, so more and more officers are getting challenged by Auton. Have Auton's duels gone beyond his passion for sword fighting? Were they just an excuse to eliminate any suspicion of his treason? Once all the officers' statements have been collected, you make your way back from the Legion barracks as the sun sets beyond the horizon. The night grows dark. You hear a sudden thundering of boots. Several bulky silhouettes emerge from the dark behind you. You quicken your pace, and the strangers break into a run. You turn around and draw your sword. Your pursuers encircle you as they draw theirs. It's Shia LaBeouf. What will you do? You stand ready to defend your life. The strangers attack. Their faces are concealed, but their fighting style betrays their Legion training. You abandon any hope of launching a counterattack and focus on defense, somehow deflecting every single blow. Then you see an opening and dash towards the nearest home, your back now safely pressed against a wall. The assassins get closer and form a half circle around you. You have nowhere to run. You meet them with a flurry of desperate slashes, doing everything you can to keep them away, but your strength is already ebbing with every deflected blow. And then finally, you are felled by a blade in the stomach. The assailants form a tight circle around you, blocking out the darkening sky. Then you hear a gruff, unfamiliar voice. "We got a message for you, sir. Mind your own business." That's right, we've been murdered by a group of Kermit the Frogs. It's a terrible tragedy in Magra. The soldier steps on your chest and stabs you in the throat with his sword. You choke on your own blood, shudder, and die. Death comes quickly, almost painlessly. Except for the giant knife that's in your throat, you know? What if this was the rest of the chapter? It's just ... for everything, and the pictures just show you what's happening after you die? Oh. Hey Brent, we did it! We died! Congratulations! You are surrounded by an immense gray void. That's great. There is nothing but shadows around you, the specters of your decisions, the spawn of your personal will. I like how Will is capitalized, so it's like you just spawned a guy named Will. You see before you all your victories and defeats, all your errors and hopes. Another shadow comes to life by your side. As you gaze at these elusive, moving silhouettes, you recognize your last action. This is the death you chose to face, knowing what fate was to befall you. This is the decision you made. The shadows keep spinning and dancing around you, the footprints of every step you have taken since the day you were born. A colossal figure looms over them all, your future true death. You can no longer deny its imminence. It has always been there waiting for you. Now you are only one step away from it, but you will take this step yourself. The familiar gigantic figures of the twin gods appear from the void to meet you. They effortlessly lift your tiny soul and hold it in their hands. You've always been in the twin gods' hands. Their will created you. The Elder did not grant you his love. He forced it into you. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's not good.
I like that it says their will created. So everyone has their own will. So they have a friend named Will. And these wills are like the gods of the gods.
So you're saying that like the twins gods' will is basically like the Mew of all Pokemon and everything, right? Like the gods' will created everyone else's will, technically. Yeah. Oh god, gotta catch 'em all. Williemon. No, not Williemon. No,
William.
William. Yeah. William. Gotta catch 'em all. The younger shaped you according to his law without giving you a choice. An enormous whirlwind arises in the void. The twin gods release you into it, and the torrent of unfathomable will whisks you away. You are merely a minuscule particle of this universal tide. This will is the sole determiner of all events, past, present, and future. Your puny actions and choices are nothing in the face of the force this torrent harbors.
There are so many will.
Dude, there's gotta be, like, so many wills out there, including, like, because everyone has a will, but then people are also named Will. So, I mean, there's a bit of a, you know, surplus, there we go, of will. Yes. But there's not enough demand, so everyone start demanding wills. And anyways, you whirl in the cosmic vortex of the twin gods' will until it casts you out. You careen back down to your earthly life. It is only now that you regain your ability to act. You see all the wills of the universe intertwined in a perpetual orgy against one another. All the wills are just orgying together. Oh, geez. Which will you follow? It's a lot of wills. We could go with the will of the Elder. Brings love to the world. You could go with the will of the younger, to impose his law upon the world. Earthly power, you abide by the worldly manifestation of the law and the will of the authorities. Blood tide, you obey the will of your ancestors and family legacy. History has a will of its own. You assume the position that was assigned to you by this will, or your own will. The only will you are willing to live by is your own.
I wonder if any of these give you a bonus to justice.
You know what? That's the first thing I'm thinking. And I don't know which one it would be if there was. That's bringing love, that's bringing law, so maybe it would be that one?
I'm thinking that one.
Who imposed his law upon the world. Yeah, because I don't think anything... You abide by the worldly manifestation of the
That one
law.
seems justice-y to me.
This one?
Yeah.
Earthly power? Yeah. This one seems like it's going to be more so like the religious ones
Yeah.
of... Yeah. Yeah. Blood tied, you obey that's family. History has a will of its own. You assume its position was assigned to you by this will. Here,
I don't even know if we were going to get any +1s to anything.
I don't
or any
know,
of that at
but
all.
if we do, I kind of want to go with earthly power, because that does sound like it would be something to do with... Okay, let's do it. This will count as my choice, so you can continue on after I click this button.
Alright, you fall into an endless web formed by the wheels of the mortal world. Now that you are free from the cosmic vortex, you can finally exert your own will and make a choice. It feels like a first gasp of air as being suffocated by an alien will. So many different wills.
So many
will
wills.
of gods.
Wait, we have to include alien wills as well? We don't know how many aliens are out there named Will. Oh my gosh. There really is a surplus of wills. Holy.
But for your chosen will to be incarnated here in this world, one decision is not enough. You will have to follow the path to its conclusion to turn this will into reality, by way of your decisions, deeds, and actions. Your eyes snap open, you sit up abruptly. The crypt is spinning around you. The stagnant stench chokes you out. I was trying to think of like some wrestling term to cover that mistake. But I don't know who does a choke out, and all I could think was RKO, but I don't think he did that. I think he just came out of nowhere.
I'm just imagining
if I'm thinking he's the one.
I'm just thinking of like there's a wrestler named the Stagnant Stench, and he chokes you out.
You got out. You succeeded in persevering yourself against the whirlwind that was tearing you asunder. The will of the twin gods has commanded you to continue your existence. You feel the urge to fall flat on your back and cackle madly. You are back. No, you're on your back.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we might be on Mila Kunis's back. Octavia, Mila Kunis's back, of course, with her weird long hair.
Not her dad.
No, oh god. Oy.
You can feel the world again, the cold stone of the tomb, a weak gust of stagnant air. You rise again from the stone slab in the middle of your family crypt and look closely at your arm. A new black mark encircles it. Little else has changed in your body born anew. Although getting used to it will take some time. The death is behind you now. It's time to return to your life. You go to work in the morning as usual, having returned to life. You do all you can to ensure that nobody learns about your death. Any attempt to find your killers will bring them to justice would only hinder your progress in the case. Those Legion soldiers were just following orders, and it's not difficult to figure out whose. For now, you do your best to recover the commit to paper every instance and incident, every name and every circumstance. The once thin folder against on grows fatter by the day. One day, Prefect Elborn pays you a visit to see your progress firsthand.
When you said perfect Elborn, it made me think of Perfect Cell. Like, Elborn had finally absorbed enough androids to make himself perfect.
This guy, fuck,
you can do
Vegeta,
it.
that's all I can think of. You've done great work, Brante. Commander Otton isn't even bothering to uncover his tracks, I must say. This evidence alone will be enough to indict anyone save for the Ocnian nobleman, sadly. So your work here is far from over. I see you realize that. The way things stand right now, summoning an Ocnian to trial in court of law would indict us rather than him. It would be best to postpone the case for now, but keep the folder safe and secure. If we want to have any chance of getting him indicted in court, we need to make the nobles in the province recognize duels as an act of murder. This means defying a tradition of old. A road perilous and seldom traveled. It means enforcing the rule of law over Anazalt gentry. For now, Sir Brante, return to your other duties and pay particular attention to any dueling indictments. Or, incidents. I will not. So many indictments were said in this thing that
I'll agree. I agree with you on that. There were so many of them.
We will take our next step against Sir Otton when the time is right.
Oh yeah. So death, we've died 3 times. So the next one is the true death. Our valor, we're a dangerous enemy. That's pretty cool. I love how we're a dangerous enemy and yet we were still taken on by like a group of 5 people. Never mind. I feel like we would die no matter what our valor is in that situation.
We were a seasoned warrior. Then we fought them and it became a dangerous enemy because we fought them.
Technically, actually, no, technically.
Yeah.
You know what? And that day we weren't carrying our seasonings with us. You know, so we were a seasoned warrior, but we didn't have our seasonings. It was very sad. And scheming, nobody cares about that because we can't do anything with it. Although I think some of the lesser like perks that we've had have actually helped us out before. So watch us getting one more in that, helping a ton.
Gather evidence.
We did it. We have evidence against Auton. Dope!
Against Auton.
The justice requirement for Auton is sentenced and the career requirement for Auton faces the court of honor are reduced by 1. Does that mean we have it?
I think we have it now.
Oh, if it is,
unless we needed 9, but if we did this, we need 8 instead.
I don't know. Oh,
I have no idea. So
the illegitimate
it might just tell us.
Oh god, I think this is the part where we're gonna have to decide what happens to Gloria. Oh, come on, man. I don't want to deal with that now. Okay, hold on. I just want to check quickly our destiny. Yeah, okay, whatever. We did all these things. That's great. But what? Auton is sent. No. So it still says Justice 8 or 9. Darn it. But no. I don't want it. Wait, that doesn't make sense then. Because it was 8 or 9. And we didn't have to get the evidence because we're already protector of the people. That maybe I don't know. That seems a little interesting. Okay, anyway.
Your home is quiet tonight. Father is away arbitrating disputes in the Magran villages. Stefan is visiting one of his high-placed patrons. After dinner is spent in silence, everyone retreats to their chambers. You are about to retire for the night when Gloria calls out to you.
Brent, wait a minute. I have an important favor to ask you.
She's dressed in her her pajamas of long petticoat and pants.
Hey, she's gotta look her best when going to bed, you know? Of course.
Your sister leads you to her longtime refuge, the library. Here in the shadows between the bookcases, you will not be overheard.
Brother, I wish to speak with you before Stefan returns. His scheming is becoming unbearable. It's beyond Sir Robert's power to stop him, let alone Mother or Nathan. You're my only hope.
Obi-Wan.
Obi Brunt.
You shrug. All families argue from time to time, but every quarrel has to end sooner or later, through true death.
Yes, it will end, when Stefan finally gets rid of me. As far as he's concerned, I'm just a stumbling block and a stain on his father's good name. He lets me stay in the house only to avoid causing a scandal in high society, but as soon as the Brants get his precious nobility of the sword, I'll be out on the street in the blink of an eye. Brent, you don't want me to get kicked out of the family, do you? Please help me. I need to convince Sir Robert to adopt me and make me legitimate. After that, I won't be so easy for Stefan to dispose of me, and then I won't bear the stigma of being a bastard anymore. I know Sir Robert would agree, if only by virtue of the love he has for our mother, but Stefan is standing in his way. Tell me, will you help me?
an illegitimate child who has never known her father, a stranger in the family. Gloria looks at you with hopeful, pleading eyes.
All right, we get two choices. No bullshit, like, just two choices. We can help her, Gloria's secret plot, and Gloria up by 1, which is great, or we can not. And unity as a family goes up by 1. Wow, that's a real dick move. I love how if you refuse Gloria, like, you go, or you get more unity as a family. Like, I didn't think Gloria was the bad one. I always thought Stefan was the bad one. But, I don't know. I think...
no idea.
I really don't know. Now, this is one of those things that I think this is the part Enoch talked to us separately about. Am I correct in that?
All I know is that if we ever help her, we basically we screw ourselves over for some reason. But I don't know in what context, because he also said that you might have screwed yourself over by not helping her. So I have no idea.
From what he told me, he said that if you choose to not make her part of the family, then you screw yourself over the most. That's what as far as I remember, that's what he said to me. If we don't help her, then it's like society looks at you being like, oh, you turned your back on your sister, so like you suck and nobody likes you and everything. So we're at a crossroads, man. I don't know.
I would say there's no reason not to help her.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, like, okay, cool, we get a secret plot with her, which is cool, and we get Gloria up by 1, which is awesome. She's a 1 right now, and now she'll be a 2, which is awesome. Yeah, I don't know, like, unity as a family goes up by 1. We get more willpower, which is cool, but then I feel like that's not good.
Yeah.
Refusing Gloria? Yeah. I don't know, man. I want to say help Gloria, just because we're good people.
I agree.
Okay, sorry, Enoch, if we screwed this entire Let's Play up for you. Okay, we've done it. You give Gloria a firm embrace. Ever since you were children, she has always been by your side. The two of you may have different fathers, but she is your sister, and she must remain a member of this family. It is your duty to come to her aid. You will make sure Gloria becomes a Brant. Gloria lets out a sigh of relief and hugs you back.
It makes me so happy to know you're on my side.
You wait for Stefan to come home. Your brother returns from his visit mirthful and in high spirits. This is the perfect moment to have a talk.
That was... Oh, damn it. That went splendidly, brother. Magistrate Elverman himself will support us. I'm on a friendly footing with his son now. It won't be long before we become nobles of the sword. But why are you still up?
You raise the matter of your sister. The feud between Stefan and Gloria must end. Your brother seems to be unaware of how much damage... Your father-brother? Your father-brother weird relationship, ancestral... Anyways, your brother seems to be unaware of how much damage it is inflicting on the family. But you know how to remedy it. The reason for everything is Gloria's lowly station. She should bear the Brant name. Your brother assumes aboard Mien. That's right, aboard Mien.
Assumes aboard Mien? Mayan? Maine? Chow mein?
Chow mein. Didn't you know Stefan actually brought Chinese food home?
Don't waste your time, brother. I know what Gloria is after. You mentioned damage to the family. Can you even fathom what this would mean for the Brant name? By allowing an illegitimate child into this family, our father would cover us all with an indelible shame. Indelible? Yeah, that is what it is. Several generations of Brants to come would not even dare dream of becoming nobles of the sword. By the twin gods, I will not let it happen.
You attempt to point out to Stefan that Gloria's desperate situation is leading her to more and more audacious escapades. If your sister becomes a member of this family, she'll stop.
Believe me, Brent, I want to see Gloria at peace as much as you do. But not at the cost of our entire family's future. Absolutely not. Then stop torturing her like a dick, and then this wouldn't even happen.
Yeah,
you wouldn't even have to deal with this shit.
Right?
I have a different idea for Gloria, and I'm sure this solution will satisfy everyone involved. Good night.
You let your sister know of Stefan's vehement denial. Gloria is so vexed. Like, Gloria is so vexed. She is shaking. She is literally shaking right now.
So he wouldn't even hear us out. Is that it? He's willing to do anything just to drive me out, isn't he? Brett, we need to think of something.
If he just explained what his plan was, there would have been, like, some communication to explain that, oh, okay, I understand what he's going for. But no, he wants to be a dick about it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to say, hey, I've got a plan for Gloria. Here's the plan for Gloria. It's like, I've got a plan for Gloria. I'm not going to tell you. Good night. Like, bro, you're not helping.
Yeah.
Gloria will continue her battle for the right to stay with the family, and you have promised to help her. Sympathy up by 1. We got a secret plot happening, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Dope.
The scheming will help.
The scheming, yes. The scheming will help a lot.
Sorry, I said that wrong.
Yeah, Brent, how could you say scheming? Everyone knows that's wrong.
My school is failing me.
You mean your shul? Your shul, Brent.
Jeez.
God.
I'm being afflicted by the people around me. Anyways.
Yeah. I was trying to think of another thing I could turn into but it didn't. It didn't work.
Shut up.
Do you mean scut up? Jeez. The sun is setting on a cold, windy day as you return from the prefecture. To your surprise, a messenger awaits you at the door with an urgent letter from Sir Elborn. You open the letter.
Brett, there is an urgent case that I must entrust to you. We have just received a report of a secret society formed by the young nobles. The Archduke's family may be involved. This concerns me. I suspect a possible plot to dispose Overseer Tempest. Normally the secret chancellery handles all the such cases, but I'd rather investigate the rumors of the plot before there is any action. Preventing unnecessary bloodshed and disgrace would be prudent. You are to investigate this matter as soon as possible. The gendarmes tracking down a suspicious nobleman by the name of Alexis L. Lance. Based on his confession, a meeting of this society will be held tonight. Unfortunately, this is all we are able to learn from him. The L. Lance family is too high standing for more thorough questioning. Fortunately, all members of the secret society wear masks when attending meetings. We have acquired L. Lance's personal mask and will ensure that he is late to the meeting. You should be able to impersonate him quite easily. You are to attend the meeting tonight and learn as much as possible about this secret society. This will allow us to foil a dangerous plot or save many young people from the secret chancellery. Chancellery,
it's like celery made by a guy named Chan. Chan celery.
I'm sorry, I've been reading this wrong. Celery Chan.
Celery Chan. Nani? The letter includes a delicate, gilded mask of intricate workmanship. Fortunately, it fits your face perfectly. It seems your plans for tonight have changed. Dun dun dun! And next time, we'll find out what our plans have changed to. Oh, how does that sound?
It sounds like... I don't know.
Yeah,
it just sounds like they're just going undercover, like 007.
Secret agent man?
003, because he died 3 times.
Oh my god. 0069 because it's a funny number. 0069420. Blaze it.